Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism, and this video is going to be about how do you know for sure that you are definitely dealing with a narcissistic person, somebody with high traits of narcissism. And one of the best tests for narcissism is to say no to them and watch for their reactions, how they respond to you, how they behave around you after you have said no to them. Now, I don't mean just go out there and say no to people for the sake of saying no. Say no to people for things that you don't agree with, things that go against your values, your beliefs, your morals, things where you're going to be letting somebody else down in order to say yes to them, things that you actually need to say no for. As often what can happen is we can find ourselves being emotionally manipulated into saying yes to people that are things that go against who we are as a person. And as we keep saying yes to them, it builds up that resentment within us. And then we feel bad about ourselves. And that's without the other person's gaslighting to make us feel bad. Now, when you say no to anybody, or when somebody says no to you, it can lead to feelings of rejection. It can make people question themselves, and it can hurt people's feelings naturally. You can have two genuine, healthy parents that want you to come and visit them, and you've already made plans with somebody else, and you say no to them, and they can be offended by this. They might even try to guilt you into going. However, if they don't go through all the manipulation in order to get you to go, it doesn't mean they are a narcissistic person. If you can have a conversation with them and say, yes, I would love to come and see you. However, I've got this in plan for this date. Are you free then? Or are you free then? Or I can see I'm doing this. However, I can see if you can join me, if you'd like to join me. Things like that, where you can have a genuine conversation with people to work through life's issues. Narcissistic people do not want to work through life's issues. They want everything their own way. And the more you try to explain things to them, the more they're going to use those explanations against you. So how does saying no to someone near enough guarantee that they are a narcissistic person? When it comes to a narcissist, you saying no to them doesn't just make them feel rejected or offended. It questions everything about who they are as a person. It questions their sense of entitlement. It questions their sense of superiority, their belief that they are special. It questions their arrogance in their ability to get people to do as they please. It questions their exploitative behaviour and their ability in order to control other people. And it gives them that sense of loss of control. So when you say no to a narcissistic person, they might do what a genuine person could potentially do, and they might try to guilt trip you. However, a genuine person at some point is going to see your point of view and not keep digging their heels in. A narcissistic person is going to go all around the houses until they get what they want from you. Now, when you say no to them, they might suddenly start playing nice. They might start love bombing you to make you feel guilty for saying no. They're looking to butter you up, and then they're going to strike. Then they're going to ask you again once they've buttered you up. And if you say no to them again, they might start gaslighting you, especially if you didn't give them a direct no. If you just said, I'll think about it, we'll see, because you know what you've received previously from them for saying no. So you might have just said to try and get yourself out of that situation, I'll see. So when they ask you again and you say no, they're going to say, but you already agreed. And it's, no, I didn't. I said, I'll think about it. I've thought about it. It's a no. They're going to come at you and accuse you of already agreeing, trying to gaslight you into doing as they want you to do and not what is right for you. A genuine person would be willing to look at it from your point of view. Narcissistic people don't want to do this because their way is right, or they're going to seek to punish you. Now they could start playing the victim. After all I've done for you, you won't do this one little thing for me. How am I supposed to be able to do that without your help? I thought you of all people would be there for me. But I'm going to be on my own. They are going to go on and on and on so that you feel so bad that you end up agreeing to something that you don't want to agree to. If that doesn't work, they might start blaming you for ruining their life. They might start humiliating you, mocking you, shaming you. They might start calling you selfish and stubborn and awkward so that you start to question whether you are the stubborn one, whether you are the selfish one. And as we can all be shamed about our feelings and our vulnerabilities, we can then get that sense of shame that perhaps I have put myself first, and then we start putting them first and ourselves last to the point where we lose touch of who we are as a person, and they have control over who we are as a person. It's not selfish of you to say no to somebody about something you don't want to agree to. That's being respectful and upfront and honest. A narcissist will agree to something with you that they don't want to do, and then when the time comes, they're going to do all they can to get out of that promise they once made to you. They agree to do something to get their needs met by you, and once their needs are met, they walk out on you. So it's not being selfish saying no to somebody, something that you don't agree to. It's being honest and upfront. And if they can't communicate with you about that, that is on them. Yes, we should think of other people's feelings. We should think of other people's needs. And if at all possible, and you can say yes, you probably would say yes because you're thinking of saying yes. However, they're trying to trick you into changing your no into a yes to serve them. They're doing all they can to guilt trip you, to make you feel bad for standing up to them. And if those things don't work, they can start asking you on different days in different ways. They're looking to exhaust you, to wear you down, to get the answer that they want from you. They might start triangulating you. They might start that ex that they told you treated them so terribly. They might start claiming that their ex would have done it for them to get you to up your game to serve them. That your brother, your sister, your friend, they're going to triangulate you, to play you off against other people, to get you to question and doubt yourself and not question their reaction to your no. They might seek to punish you. They might seek to find a new source of supply. They might disengage with you, the temporary discard, to punish you for not serving them. The majority of healthy people, when somebody says no to them, don't go out to punish the person who said no to them. They go out to have a conversation, to find out what is happening, to see it from the other person's point of view, and to come to some form of agreement. A narcissistic person is going to be incredibly evasive. They're going to cause so much intrigue and self-doubt. They're not going to answer any questions. They're just going to worm their way around things until they can try and get you to change your mind and say yes to them. And if they can't, they're going to ghost you and find a way to punish you. They might simply just fall silent on you and stop talking to you. And when you ask them what's wrong, oh, you should know what's wrong. it's your fault, blaming you again, shaming you again, making you feel bad. As you'll often notice, if they've fallen silent because you said no to them, they might have just asked you to come and help them after work to move something, and you've got plans with your immediate family. So you've said, no, I've got plans with my immediate family. I'm sorry, I cannot do tonight. However, I might be able to come and help you first thing in the morning. I might be able to come and help you tomorrow. What about this day? How does that sound? But they're going to be offended that you did not drop your immediate family for them. So they're going to stop talking to you. Yet, as soon as you turn around and say, oh, I've managed to put that back, I can come and help you, you'll notice how they're all smug and nice and pleasant and happy again. They fell silent because they didn't get their own way. They seek out a new source of supply to punish you because they didn't get their own way. They ghost you because they didn't get their own way. You'll often find with the majority of narcissistic people, if they are around enough people who are willing to say no to them, they will fall silent or ghost their parents, their friends, their work colleagues, their children, their partners, their cousins. They will fall silent on anybody who's willing to say no to them. What you'll notice is they don't fall silent on those who jump every time the narcissist says how high. They don't punish those who are conforming to the narcissist's demand. However, at some point, you can't please a narcissist. At some point, that person will do something that offends the narcissist, and the narcissist will seek to punish that person. They'll usually find somebody else to blame, or guilt trip that person, or shame that person, so that they can get away with their behaviour for a little bit longer. What you've got to remember is, I can't remember who stated this sentence originally, so if you know, please do add it into the comments. However, the sentence is, no is a complete sentence. With some people, all you need to do is say no. Stick to your no. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, you can get that dread, that fear, that anxiety. Through previous experience of saying no to them, you know what's coming your way. So one of the first things to do is be prepared for the games they're going to throw your way. Recognise the game, recognise what they're trying to do, and do not take it personally. Recognise it's who they are as a person. They cannot accept your no, and they will not be willing to communicate in an honest and open manner about it. Be simple. Be simple. Keep your answer short and sweet. Again, no is a complete sentence. No. Yes, it can sound rude. However, if you have already gone through the method of being respectful towards them, saying no, explaining it to them, and then them using those explanations against you, being respectful is not going to work. I would always recommend the first few times to try and be respectful. No, I'm sorry, I can't, as I've already agreed to do this. Can we arrange for? If they're not going to show the same respect back to you, then the next time, no, because they will use your explanations against you. No, I'm sorry, I can't do it because I've already agreed to do this. Perhaps we can do it then. Oh, well, if they're more important to you than I am. Well, I knew you'd put them first. Well, I knew I didn't matter to you. I forgot how awkward you were. So when you've had that from them before, they weren't respectful of who you were or the things you'd already agreed to. They were respectful to their need of you. So the next time, just know. And then let them play their games. Be prepared for the games that are going to come your way and stay safe. Be calm. When a narcissistic person is losing control, they're going to go all out to wind you up, to get you to react, so that they can make you feel bad for reacting to them, so that you feel that bad that you change your no into a yes to serve them. So remain calm while in their presence. whatever emotions you've got during that interaction with them, once they've left the building or once you've left the room, you can safely process them and get them out of your system. But in front of the narcissist, remain calm and be persistent. A no is a no. As soon as you change your mind once, they know what they use to get you to change your mind, and they will use it again against you. So once you've said no, sometimes, yes, you might have to say, let me think about that. Betraying narcissist is going to take as a yes, and they're going to try and gaslight you. However, sometimes you might just need to take a step back, and whether they're a narcissist or not, you might need to think, oh, actually, I don't mind doing that. Yes, I am actually free. And then go back to them and say, yes, I can help you. Shock them. Yes, I can help you. Yes, I will do that. And other times you might need to get back to them and say no. What you cannot do with a narcissist is change your mind, because as soon as they've got you to change your mind, they're going to further use that against you to their advantage. We've kind of been taught to feel ashamed of saying no. And narcissistic people are going to do that. They're going to make you feel bad. Usually because by feeling bad gets people to change their mind. It's just another one of their exploitative behaviours to get their own way. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Liz Bashaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.